Hi traders, Lachlan here. Hope you're absolutely fantastic. I am the lead educator, guys, at Samuraidaytrading, and I've been asked, I was during the live trading room last week, Lachlan, how is it that I establish my both retracement and also extension Fibonacci templates? I was in order to make sure that I've got the right colors represented on the right chart. So guys and girls, this video is literally about how do you construct a template for your Fibonacci extension on the NinjaTrader platform so you can have the right colors on the right charts. As the reason you would do this is you want to differentiate between Fibonacci's from the monthly chart versus the weekly chart versus the daily all the way down to the 4-hour and the 60. So as if you follow the process in the video, you'll be able to do exactly that. Now I'm focusing once again, as like I did in the Fibonacci retracement video I've just finished, I was on the US close. Now not only does the US close offer an incredible volume-based trading opportunity, it normally absolutely loves Fibonacci extensions. Now, to give you an idea of how much it does love it, we naturally have some magic Fibonacci numbers on the NASDAQ and the S&P 500, and one of those is the 133 and the 141.4. Now, as there's a lot of different opinions out there in the world regarding Fibonacci, guys and girls, may I suggest, it's the 141.4 fib extension that is the correct number as opposed to the 144. We'll get into that in a little bit more detail a little bit later on. Now, all I've done, ladies and gents, like I did in the Fibonacci retracement video, all I've done is I've drawn my Fibonacci from left to right. As you see here, I've drawn it up and then down. And basically what I'm doing is I'm using the stair step in the market to project where the market is likely to go to. Now, if you know, you guys, if you've traded with us before, as you're brand new to what we do, you'll note that the key Fibonacci levels the NASDAQ absolutely loves in the US close are the 100% fib extension. You can see the market running off there. Guys, and have a look at the top of the basically final data candle of the day. One candle before, it tagged the 133 fib extension to the tick. Let's have a look at how accurate this is. Literally to the tick before it decided the market was going to turn off for the end of the trading week. Now, what would I take away from that immediately, ladies and gents? I would literally say the market has certain Fibonacci numbers, the NASDAQ, the S&P, the FDAX, the FESX. We specialize in all of these markets. As we literally run these markets in live trading rooms. During the week, we had more than 100 traders in one of our live trading room sessions. Suffice to say, it's quite good fun. So what I'm going to do, ladies and gents, let me draw that Fibonacci extension back on again just to show you how I did it. I went from extreme low to extreme high back down to extreme low. We've been doing that since 2009. And what I'm now going to do, ladies and gents, is show you how to actually color that into a template. So very, very similar to the retracement. What we do is we double click on the actual spine of the Fibonacci. Guys, and we end up with a little pop-up window that I've got for you just here. Now we can literally, guys, we can click the anchor if you want and go to the 15 price levels, or you can go straight to the price levels. I tend to follow exactly the same process. I'm going to double click down the bottom here, and what I end up with is all of my key Fibonacci levels, the ones that I absolutely love to trade with. Now, like we did in the previous video, guys, we can expand the line out. You've got your color here. Let's say I wanted to create a Fibonacci for the 4-hour chart. I use a green, guys, I use a green Fibonacci. All I would do, ladies and gents, is I would literally come down here. I do like a darker green on this one. So let me scroll down to the dark green. There's the dark green right there. And what I'm simply going to do, ladies and gents, is I'm simply going to move, just like we did on the previous video. I'm just going to move through each of these levels, labeling them dark green. Now, please note, NinjaTrader, guys, has got quite smart. The moment you choose a different color, it puts the color up the top of the list, making it easier for you to find it. Now, if you do need, ladies and gents, if you needed to write down these key Fibonacci levels, these are absolutely brilliant for the European Open, as the US Open and the US Close, primarily on anything traded through the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, like the NASDAQ, the S&P 500, Russell 2000, oil and gold. Naturally, you're going to need training on each of those different markets because they do move with different volatilities. Suffice to say, these are your key Fibonacci numbers. So we're just going to literally cruise down the list. All right, guys, we're going to cruise down the list. Now, I've already done this, but to go through the process for you, making sure you know exactly what to do. A key note I would suggest also, ladies and gents, is please note that my Fibonacci extensions are dotted lines, whereas my retracements are dashed. So what that not only allows me to do is not only with the color do I know where the actual Fibonacci extension in this case has come from, but I also can tell the difference between an extension and a retracement because naturally they also represent very, very different things. So again, guys, the moral of the story is my Fibonacci extensions are dotted, my retracements are dashed, and that enables me to not only know where the actual retracement or extension is coming from, but it also enables me to tell the difference between a retracement and an extension, which can make a very, very big difference when you're making a trading decision in the heat of the battle. Now, you also know, ladies and gents, if I can, that there's also a lot of school of thought out there about Fibonacci. Some people like round Fibonacci, like the 25, the 50, the 100, and the 150, 200, and similar things. As there's also a school of thought out there that a lot of people like a digital or a decimal, I should say, a decimal Fibonacci like the 23.6. As having traded these exact markets since 2009, I use a combination of round number Fibonacci and also the decimal Fibonacci, primarily because that's what the markets are currently honoring. Now, I use exactly the levels that are used by some of the private banks in Singapore and also some of the public banks in Australia. Suffice to say, the levels work really, really well. So instead of getting out there on some weird tangent Fibonacci discussion, I just choose to use the levels that work and get on with the job of making as much money as we possibly can through trading. So you will note, guys, there are some decimal Fibonaccis here. There are also some round number Fibonaccis. At the end of the day, these numbers have been working really well since 2009. So effectively, there is no point to change them or update them. So what I'm doing is I'm simply just cruising down through the list, guys, making sure they're all dark green. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push OK. Little lesson, if I did want to add another, guys, if I did want to add another Fibonacci number, all I do is come down here, add it, and you can build as many numbers as you want to. Suffice to say, I don't need any more than this. This is kind of good fun. Now I'm going to push OK, guys. I'm going to push OK, and what I will do is I'm going to save that as a template. Guys, let me save that as a template. So I'm going to save the work we've just done. Guys, now I've already got a green for our Fibonacci extension in here. But what we'll do is we'll actually name the template just to confirm that it actually works. So we'll call it a samurai 4 hour. You can color it if you want to. It's just to remind you of the color it should be. Let's go green extension. Okay, make sure that's all spelled correctly. Yes, it is. So I can go samurai 4 hour green extension. I'm going to push the save button. Then I'm going to push apply. Then I'm going to push OK. And in a perfect world, my Fibonacci extension should have turned green, which it has. Now, the beauty of that, guys, I can delete that if I want. Okay, draw an extension on wherever you choose to draw on. There'd be a great little extension here, just to give you an idea of how accurate this Fibonacci is, particularly for the US close. As you may or may not be aware, we have a US close live trading room. It literally, can I say, kills it on a daily basis. It's really, really good fun. The moderator there is absolutely incredible. So all I'm doing here is following the stair step. So let me go and grab a Fibonacci extension. I'm going to follow the stair step, and it goes just as almost like a proof of concept. Are the numbers correct, and did our template work? Okay, let's have a look. Now the NASDAQ is famous, guys. This is what we refer to as an ABC that changes the trend of the market. Can everybody see you've got our trend indicator? Guys, it's running red and then it's changed to green. So you've got this beautiful change in trend. Guys, right at the close of the US, where's our high volume candle? Just there. That's our final candle of the day. So guys, what the US market have done is actually rallied into the close, which is not unusual. But please note that we've actually stepped. So you've got your A and your B. Here's your C. This is called an ABC pattern. And the ABC pattern has actually set your Fibonacci targets for your run, understanding that most of the traders, guys, will target the 133 or the 141.4 fib extension toward the close. Now, to give you an idea, guys and girls, to give you an idea of how powerful that is, if I can, from these little buying deltas down here, the market has gone 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40. 140 ticks. So 140 ticks times $5 per tick. That's around about $700 per contract traded, guys, on the trend up at the US close, guys, literally the day before I'm recording this video for you. So what you might note, ladies and gents, if your Fibonacci numbers are correct, they're going to honor the 133 or the 141.4. They might try and spike through to the 161.8, which they've done there. Then they've basically danced between these Fibonaccis until they've actually established a brand new Fibonacci. Right, so I'm going to draw that on for you because Fibonacci primarily, as the extension, will always be about the stair step. Okay, so can everybody see you've got this beautiful buying campaign? Sellers have popped in. What's the bet? They've actually set the benchmarks for that move. We've already seen the larger chart did it, but let's see if we've got a correlation. And again, then we'll test if our green is working. So run like that, and we should run out of steam at either the 100, the 133 or the 141.4. As it turns out, they've run at the run 100. So again, that's the end of the session. Now, has our template worked? Have we saved it correctly? That was the reason we're doing the video today. So I'm going to come down here. I double click on my Fibonacci extension. I push template. I push load. We come to the Samurai 4-hour extension. Okay, push the load, push apply, push OK, and in a perfect world, that's going to turn green. It has done. Okay, so what we would now do is follow exactly that process. We would make an orange Fibonacci extension for the monthly chart, a pink Fibonacci extension for the weekly chart. We do royal blue, guys, or dark blue for the actual daily chart. Makes it really, really easy to see those extensions. Guys, drop down to the 4-hour chart here as green, and typically beyond this, down the lower levels, like the 60-minute chart, we go for black. So guys and girls, I hope that video explained it nicely. I wanted to show you a couple of examples as well, primarily because the Fibonacci numbers, guys, on these big US markets haven't changed since 2009. So guys, neither has our trading strategy since 2009. It's still working wonderfully. That said, if you want to jump into the live trading room, guys, jump on the website and find out more about that. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Hope that helps a lot, and I'll see you in the live trading room. Bye for now.